I got my start in the insurance industry based on genetics. I'm second generation. I went after college into the cruise industry and realized that business was a much more stable career than that. So about 13 years ago, I came back home, and about 6 years ago, my brother and I perpetuated the agency.
After 7 years in a career that I wasn't passionate about, I thought about the things that were important to me and my priorities. And with a newborn at home, I wanted to have a lifestyle that, worked for us. And I wanted the opportunity to create, a book of business, create a career, and something that I could get behind, that I was passionate about. So I quit my job and found the opportunity to be an independent agent, started from scratch, and that was 11 years ago.
I was working at a student loan consolidation company around the Great Recession we had, 2007, 9, 2010, and I got laid off. And I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was just applying to anything I saw, if it was in business, just anything, and I was not having any luck. My neighbor, I saw her outside one day, and she worked at an insurance agency, and she was like, "What are you doing home?" And I was like, I've been out of work for months. And she's like, "Have you ever thought about insurance?" And I went and I studied and got my insurance license on my own. This one email came up from a temp agency. It was temp to hire for an insurance agency. So I applied, and I think it was like literally 20, 30 minutes later, I got a call back like, "Hey, everything looks great. When can you come in?" And I was like, "Today, I need a job." So that was Bellevue Insurance, where I currently work.
You meet all of your different clients and get to know their families. You get Christmas cards every year. You see people getting their license, and you have multiple generations that you work with, and it's really a beautiful part of the job.
I realized that a lot of times the folks that I'm speaking to, my clients, we're friends, we're friendly. So, if I'm ever having a bad day, I get to go, "Hey, I'll just call one of my friends, one of my clients, help them, see what they're up to."
The main thing is I like dealing with people, I like helping people. That's what our industry is based on. So that was one of the main factors. The second was I had just been through almost 2 years of not being able to find a job because of what was going on in our economy. And I didn't want that ever again. I wanted something that had stability, that I was going to be able to grow in. And if I wanted at some point to change different directions, I had that opportunity if I wanted to.
I think staying on top of industry trends and becoming educated on every facet of the industry is incredibly important. The world is ever changing, and so in insurance, obviously product offerings and so forth are changing as well. So I think in our industry, knowledge is power and education is power.
Be an expert, pick a niche. I'd seen a quote that said, "If you chase 2 rabbits, you will lose both of them. If you chase 1 rabbit, you're likely to get it." So I decided to focus on the jobs that I actually had as a teenager. I worked in restaurants, I worked in grocery stores, and in college I worked at a brewery. And I decided to take my knowledge of actually working those jobs, study those insurance policies and their needs, and made that my focus. So I wrote 1, I wrote 12, and now we're over 170.
Find a mentor in the insurance industry, someone that can teach you, someone that has the mindset of a teacher, because not everyone does and not everyone wants to help, but someone that can push you to constantly better yourself, to further your education.
There are so many bright minds in the insurance industry. To receive an honor like this is incredibly humbling.
Very honored and shocked. There's obviously lots of great nominations, so to have this opportunity, I'm very thankful, and my insurance agency is excited, my kids are excited, my mom's excited.
I was very humbled and grateful to find out I was even nominated, but that I won. I would say this is the highlight of my career so far, and it's kind of a full circle moment for me where 14 years ago I couldn't get a job to now I've won this award.